Kalimera, Kalispera, whatever time you're watching this very special edition of This is Mappa. Now, my special guest, as you can see to my left, your right, is a gentleman that hasn't played in Cyprus before, but he's a lad with a lot of talent. He's played in Austria, he's played in Georgia, and he's looking for a new club at the moment. He's
Czech
a very, very
Republic.
talented... Czech Republic as well. Sorry. You had to remind me as well, Czech Republic. So yeah, Sunday Faleye, bro. Great to have you on the show, bro.
Yeah, it's nice to see you, bro.
Yeah, you too, man. You too. How's things? How's life? All good?
Life been crazy, bro. Crazy,
Yeah.
hella crazy, hella crazy. But you know the spirit of a sportman is to keep going, and that's what I'm doing.
Of course. Well, look, you started off in Nigeria. You went to Austria, then you went to Czech Republic, and then you went to Georgia. You've been everywhere. I think like your passport's full of stamps.
Yeah, you're right.
Excellent. Well, look, let's start from the beginning. Let's start from where your football career effectively kicked off. I know, obviously, you're back home in Nigeria. You went to your first club. What was that experience like for you? How did you get scouted? Did someone see you playing? Was that just a standard thing?
That was a very funny starting point for me. I was in the screening, while playing in the street football. There was a man. He has played for the under-17. He's a legend in the national team. I would say in the whole of Nigeria, he's also a legend. Jonathan Akpobori by name.
Okay.
He was the one who scouted me, and he said, "Hey boy, you can play football. You can go to Shooting Stars. They have screening. They're doing screening, and you can try your luck." And I was like, okay. And that night, immediately I got home. These things. My mom was like counting some change. And then she left it on the table and she went out to attend to customers. And I was looking for money to go to Ibadan, to go to where I can make the screening. And I think that was a godsend. Actually, I took out of the money my mom kept on the table and I ran away. Like I drove with the night bus to Ibadan. And I made my appearance with screening. I did my best, and that was how it began. That was how I got signed in the Premiership in Shooting Star, and that was how God began to make people understand that this boy has a talent. Because my first game as a professional football player, I think it was under 8 seconds I scored.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's impressive. What position were you?
Hello? What
Can
position?
You hear me? Yeah, what position were you playing?
I can hear you. Actually, for me, I prefer to play behind the striker.
Okay.
Attacking midfield.
So when you scored that goal after 8 seconds, when you scored that goal after 8 seconds, what position were you playing?
I came in as a right winger. And that was how I scored. Like, okay. Immediately I went in, I was just running, and there was a long ball, and it was just one touch, and it was inside the net.
Lovely. Before we carry on, how much money did you take?
It looks like magic, but that's the talent.
For sure. But how much money did you take to get there? How much money was on the table that you took? It was actually money for me to get myself to Ibadan so I can make the screening. Of course, I gave it back to Mama, and Mama is enjoying it right now. That's good. That's important.
Yeah.
Well, bro, is it true that you were into fashion? Were you involved in fashion before becoming a footballer? Is it true?
What do you mean, fashion?
Yeah. Were you doing designs and everything? Were you doing designs? Because I
Oh,
was reading.
yeah. In fact, after football, that's what I want to become. Like, I want to go into fashion fully because I want to. I don't know how to put it, but I want to be able to give a lot of talent the opportunity to be able to design or to make or to pick an outfit for celebrities. I
Okay.
don't need to put on Balenciaga or whatever it's called. I don't need. I can just look at the cloth and I know it's gonna fit this guy. It's gonna fit me. And I have this vision of doing. I'm supposed to open it, but the problem is, I have to fix football first before fashion.
Yep. Yep. Well, David Beckham started playing football, and then his wife got him into fashion. He's not a designer, but he knows fashion.
Yeah. Yeah. It's both. That's why I'm trying everything possible to make my brother a a very good a very good I said I would use the word fashionista.
Mhm.
My brother can make clothes for people. He can.
Nice.
So I want to establish it more with my brother, so we can be able to do good things, good clothes. We can able to bring out something different and unique, so people can understand that. Oh,
Excellent. So tell me, how did
hello.
you get your move? How did you get your move to Austria? What happened there?
Like I said, everything about me is funny, bro. It's just so funny. It's just God grace. I played in the African Cup and for the national team. And in this tournament, I broke my hand. And I would use the word abandon. I was abandoned.
Okay.
And after this, it took me like 3 months without football, trying to fix my hand. But there was one man, Mr. Joseph from Austria. He was in Morocco. He was in the tournament watching. And then he got in contact with one of my agents and he said, "Hey, get me this boy. I want to get him a team." And when he gets in contact with me, I was like, "I'm sorry, I can't play football anymore because I have a broken hand." And he was like, "What? Are you still injured from that injury, from that tournament?" And I was like, "Bro, that's, yeah, I'm trying to survive." And he was the one who flew me out of Nigeria to Austria to treat me. He made operation for my hand. He paid for everything. And after this, I had the privilege to play for Altach, FC Altach in Austria. And after this, I was able to play for Wacker Innsbruck in Austria, second division. And after this, I was able to make the move to Czech Republic, that's Dukla Praha. And after that, I had to go to Georgia. And in Georgia, I was supposed to move, but there was a little bit complicated, with visa and the
Hmm.
government stuff.
Yep.
So I had to come back to Nigeria and trying to fix all over.
Mhm. Well, Sunday, before you broke your hand at AFCON, I heard that you were possibly joining an English team. Is that correct?
Yeah, I had offers, like very good offers. But then my manager was like, "Bro, we need to chill, You are I am I am doing very great that so many teams are coming." But my manager pictured the future. He thought after the final there would be a lot of great offers. But before the final, I broke my hand, so I was out of the tournament. And a lot of things went off.
Yeah, it's scary how one injury or one moment can change your career like that?
Yeah. Bro, look, let me show you. Can you see?
Yeah, scar.
Can you
Yep.
see a mark?
Yep.
Can you see this mark?
Yeah, I can.
You
Yep.
see?
Yep.
This
Yep.
that was an injury, bro. That was it.
Yeah. Well, look, you went to Austria after your injury. How would you
Literally,
describe
bro,
your
I was abandoned
experience?
by my country.
Mm.
I was abandoned by my country. I should not be saying this, but it's part of my life. I feel in this moment I was so down, bro. If Mr. Joseph did not come for me, bro, I would I would have given up on football. Trust me.
But bro, when you say you're abandoned, do you think it's because you didn't get much support from the Nigerian Football Association because you got injured on international
Yeah,
duty, right?
absolutely, bro. I did not I did not get a very good treatment from them. It was really sad. And it's one of the reasons why sometimes I just feel like there's no need playing for the country anymore.
Do you think that has changed though? I mean, having spoken to other Nigerian players, has that mentality changed or is it still the same now?
I think most foreign players who are Nigerians, they prefer to play for outside country than to play for Nigeria. We if you want to play for your country, you have to play with passion. You need to play with you need to play like you're giving your all, because you're carrying over 1 million peoples on your shoulder. You're carrying a nation. And if you want to play for these people, if you want to be celebrated by these people, you have to give it your all. And that was what I did for my country. But at the end, I get nothing. Yes, I got the limelight. Yeah, it was a good feelings. It was really amazing. It was one of the best country I ever lived in my whole life. And I wished to go back to Austria.
But what was the experience like though? Because you've come from Nigeria to Austria, where the standard of football and the facilities and everything are probably better.
Mhm.
Did you see it as a big challenge, or did you think, I can do this? This is me. I can do this.
Um, for me, playing football is never something I have to think about twice. Even if I have a problem, I would dump it before going into the pitch. And that's why I always have to do the right thing. I always give my best. I always want to play every game 100%, 110%. So getting to Austria, it was a great experience. And I think it was good for me, because that was me starting my football career after the national AFCON. After the AFCON, I had to go there to process my injury. While while I was recovering from the injury, I was able to learn the language. I was
Mhm.
able to learn how to take the bus. I was able to learn about the food, about the culture, and I think I understand a lot about it. 70%. Everything, the food, the language, the driving, everything.
Excellent,
So
excellent.
when I finished recovering, it was so easy for me to talk with the players, to interact with the players, to adapt to a lot of things.
So, how would you describe the quality of the Austrian league that you're playing in?
The league is not bad. The league is okay. They have very nice pitch, very nice football pitch. It's actually good. I think one of the best team is Salzburg. But for me, why playing in the Austrian league was to get myself back on the market. With the injury stuff, I was out of football for 1 year and 2 months. So playing in Austria was a recovery for me. Going to Czech Republic was starting all over, but then I had this visa issue. I had to leave the country. Then I went back to Nigeria where I started. I played again for the club, Shooting Star, because of the love. After that, I had to go again in Georgia. And after in Georgia, I had the same problem again with visa.
Well, I'll tell you what, talk to me about the Georgian league and your experiences there, because I know you played for two teams, but I know that it's a league that is improving. It's a league with a lot of quality players, and we've seen over the years players leaving Georgia to play in Italy, to play in various leagues. How can you, if you want to talk about the quality of the Georgian league compared to the Austrian and the Czech, where would you put it?
The Austrian league, the Czech league is far better than the Georgian league. Far, far better than the Georgian league. But I think as a football player, you should learn how to adapt to every league. You should learn how to adapt to every football team you're gonna play, because that's what's gonna put you on the edge. That's what you bring that will put you on the pitch. That will give you the edge to play. But for me, I think life was not so good in Georgia. For me, it was not so easy, and I would say I'm so happy to leave Georgia. I'm so happy. So I'm trying to fix somewhere where I can start all over again and build my career again. So I don't want to speak. I don't want to speak generally about the Georgian league. It's a good league, but for me, it's nowhere compared to the Austrian and the Czech Republic league.
Oh, that's understandable. I mean, if you feel the quality of one is better than the other, that's understandable. But in terms of your experiences in Georgia, I mean, I'm assuming the people were good and everything like that. But why was it so difficult?
I had bad experience in Georgia with the people.
Yeah.
I think Georgia is really not the country I want to talk about.
Okay. Well, I was just interested to know in terms of the quality of football, because as I said, there's been a lot of brilliant players that have come from that country. Can you see how some clubs are doing with their youth development in it? Did you notice anything in terms of how they treat youth football out there?
I think in Georgia, aside Dynamo Tbilisi, I think the rest football club are just starting. They are just starting to develop the young ones, the youth teams.
Okay. And in terms of the position that you were playing, were you in on the wing again? Were you a left-sided winger or the right-sided?
Like I said, for me, I think I prefer to play behind the striker. That's attacking midfield. But everywhere I played football, all the coaches want me to play from the flank, from the right side or the left side, because they see so much ability that's useful in that position. And they always allow me to play from the left or from the right.
So in the leagues that you played in, Austria, Georgia, Czech Republic, can you remember your toughest opponents, like the players that you came up against, whether it be a right back or a left back? Who were really difficult to play against?
I don't think there is any difficulties.
Okay. Wow. That's confidence.
I don't think.
My
Because
God.
there was never a difficulty, because when you look at me as a player, when you look at me as a football player, the first thing you're gonna notice about me that I am very good in is 1 against 1. I have the dribbling skills. That's my strongest. I would say that's my strongest ability. Don't give me 1-against-1. When it's 1-against-1, it's over.
Okay. So if you want to talk about the stadiums that you've played in or the teams you've played against, which atmosphere did you enjoy the most?
Well, I would say it's the African Cup.
Yeah.
The African Cup. What? Well, I was not. I would say it's the African Cup. When I played in Morocco in the African Cup, the atmosphere was amazing because that was the stadium I played where there were so much people, so much people in the stadium. But it was so sad. I missed the final because of my injury.
Yeah. Because you made it, well, you played, was it the semi-finals you got the injury or was it the quarterfinals? I can't remember.
Yeah, I got the injury at the semi-final.
The semi-finals against Sudan. Was it Sudan? It was against Sudan.
I think it was Sudan.
Yeah, because you had a decent group stage, didn't you? You had a good group stage. Didn't you score the winner against Libya?
Against Libya?
Yeah, you scored the goal, didn't you?
Libya.
The 1-0.
Yeah, that was my first goal.
Yeah. What was that feeling like, scoring for your national team at AFCON as well?
that was really amazing because my mom and dad, almost the whole of Nigerians were proud of me. They were really proud.
Right. So for one day you were like Ahmed Musa. You were a hero. You were a god in Nigeria. Yeah.
Till now, bro, I'm still a god.
I love it.
Till now, I'm still a god.
So you're 25 years old, yeah?
Bro, but to be sincere, when you play good football, people will love you.
Yeah.
When you play good football, people will love you. And my kind of football, even if you're crying, you're gonna smile. Because I don't play the football like I don't play it as I see myself enjoying football while playing it.
Yeah, of course.
I enjoy it while playing it. There's business moment, and there's what they call entertaining moment.
Yeah.
And for me, business moment is when we are winning 4-0, 5-0. Then I can bring in the entertainment to entertain the people, doing some tricky touch.
Yeah.
You
well,
know?
listen, there's a time and a place for that, isn't there? Of course.
Yeah, for me, I think there's time for it.
Of course. Well, bro, look, it's been great to talk to you. I hope your career turns out better than what you like. And we'll do this again sometime, man.
Boy, it's been really crazy. But thanks to you, thanks to Jasco, thanks to IB Dende, that's my godfather. That's the man who have been there for me when everything was crazy, literally crazy. And to my mom and dad, I'm doing a shout out to them, to my brothers, and to you for giving me this opportunity, and to God Almighty for keeping me alive. So I can keep chasing the dream. And I'm getting back at it again. I start training and I'm just waiting for my visa to be out in few weeks or days, and then I can move back.
Of course. Well, good luck with everything, bro. And we'll catch up. We'll speak soon anyway. We'll speak soon.
Sure. Of course, my bro. Of course.
All good, bro. Well, guys, thank you for tuning in. We'll be back very, very soon. So until next time, take care.
All right. Thank you, bro.